What up, though? It's your boy Meech, aka the Siage Saint. Hope everyone's doing well. Time for another fragrance video, and in this video, we are going to talk about spring fragrances. As many of you know, if you spend time on my channel, I'm from the Midwest, and generally, when we think spring is coming, we get hit with a left hook. And it turns out that it's not here quite yet. We get like a 20 degree or a 30 degree day after getting like a 60 and a 70 degree day. But the weather does seem like it's shifting to spring here in the Midwest. And so, like many content creators, I am going to start talking about some spring fragrances. So, what fragrances am I going to be wearing this spring? There's going to be a lot. But I kind of highlighted 7 fragrances in my collection that I feel like will get a lot of my time and attention this spring, and I want to talk about those with you right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so one thing that I'm learning, guys, is that I really like these tea-based fragrances, and I have like a trio here of tea-based fragrances that I think I'm going to be wearing quite a bit in the spring. I'm going to start with a couple samples, decants that I have. Let's start with this one. This is Oolong Cha by Nishane. This is a 5 ml sample, which will probably last me a good while. I'll probably be able to get a few wears out of this. I've actually already worn it once. We had a couple of warm days here in the Midwest, 70 degree days, mid 60 degree days. This is just a fantastic tea-based fragrance. I get like a rindy type of citrus on my skin, and of course this has a tea note, this has a fig note as well. It's just a calming fragrance that to me is an embodiment of the spring. Just kind of a nice, pleasant, easy to wear fragrance. Fantastic scent profile. I like this one a lot off the tester strip. When I first got it, I wasn't too sure, but after wearing it on my skin, I like this so much. This is a great fragrance. I'm definitely gonna have to get a full bottle or find a good dupe. We'll see. But Oolong Cha by Nishane is definitely a fragrance I'll be wearing this spring. All right, as I stated, there's a trio of tea-based fragrances and a cheap fragrance that you can find in your rack stores that does give you kind of Oolong Cha type of vibes is 78 Vintage Green by Banana Republic. Very similar to Oolong Cha. This has a green tea note. Oolong Cha has a oolong tea. I don't know what the difference is, but they both have tea in the note breakdown. There's also a fig note in this as well. I would say this is a bit more green than Oolong Cha. I get like a fresh cut grass type of smell at the top, and I know that doesn't sound super pleasant, but it actually is. It's not really off-putting or anything like that. It's a very pleasant smell. This is a $20 fragrance that you can find at your rack stores. I bought mine at Burlington. If you see this one, you're a fan of that green citrus tea-based type of vibe, 78 Vintage Green by Banana Republic might be the fragrance for you. It's definitely one that's going to get a lot of wears for me this spring. All right, and the last of the tea-based fragrances that will get some love from me this spring is Silver Mountain Water by Creed. I think I like this one better than the first two that I mentioned. Definitely, really good quality. Nishane, of course, is good quality as well, and the Banana Republic is no slouch. I'm not hating on those, but I just like this one. This has a lot more going on. I really like the black currant that's in this fragrance. Again, there's a green tea note in this as well, but you get some citruses. You get that black currant note. This one lasts long on my skin too. I've already worn this one as well, and I got 6+ hours of longevity, which I think is pretty good when you're talking about these kind of very light, kind of airy, watery type of tea-based fragrances. I'm a big fan of this one. This is a classic. Silver Mountain Water by Creed. Definitely on my list this spring. All right, shifting gears to maybe one of the more unusual fragrances in my collection. This is Kenzo Homme Eau de Parfum. I just recently talked about this fragrance in a fragrance rotation video. This is one of the fragrances that I might envision wearing on like a rainy spring day, rainy warm weather day. There is a dampness to this fragrance. It's very earthy. There's a patchouli note in here. It's animalic. There's a leather note. There's sea notes in here as well. This is a very unique fragrance, a very mature fragrance. I wouldn't envision anyone, under 30 probably liking this. This is just one of those fragrances in my collection that I don't know why I like it. I just do. I know it's not mass appealing. I know people aren't going to gravitate towards it, but it is a long-lasting fragrance, nuclear projector, 10 hours plus on my skin. It lasts a long time. Again, for those rainy days in the spring, Kenzo Homme Eau de Parfum will be a fragrance that I grab. All right, let's talk about some mass appealing fragrances that are going to get some love for me this spring. Actually, the one I'm going to talk about right now at the time of this recording is my scent of the day, and that is Vetiver Sensual by Mancera. This is a fragrance that has a ton of fresh, juicy citrus at the top. Lime, lemon, orange. There's some other citrus notes as well. There's a bit of a floral vibe that you get from orchid in here as well. There's a mint accord in here. And then, of course, vetiver is in the fragrance as well. But it's not super earthy. There's like a soapiness to this fragrance. Makes it very versatile. A great fragrance for the office. A great fragrance for just everyday wear. This is one that definitely, with that bright citrus, just gives you springtime vibes, and one that I'm definitely going to be wearing when I'm looking for something a bit more versatile. Vetiver Sensual by Mancera. All right, if I want to get a little more classy or elegant in the spring, I'm going to reach for a fragrance like For Him Bleu Noir Parfum by Narciso Rodriguez. One of my favorites. It's a woody, musky fragrance centered around iris. The iris in this fragrance is not the lipstick makeup bag type of iris. It's more of a fresh iris. This is just a fantastic scent. I know people complain sometimes. I've seen online about longevity. I get about 5 to 6 hours, which isn't a big deal for me. I love the scent profile. This is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. Definitely with that more fresher iris take. This gives me a springtime vibe. This could be good for everyday versatile wear. You definitely could wear it dressed up even, maybe a night out in the spring. This is a fantastic fragrance, one I'm definitely wearing for sure. For Him Bleu Noir Parfum by Narciso Rodriguez. All right, and last but not least, you guys know I'm a big fan of Dior Homme 2020, but a fragrance that I may reach for a little bit more in the spring is Dior Homme Sport. This gives you that Dior Homme 2020 DNA, just with more citrus. It's aldehydic. It's a bit more bright. And so this gives me maybe a little more springtime vibes, although Dior Homme 2020 is that any season, any reason type of fragrance. You can very well wear that one in the spring as well, but the citrus is here. Just give me a springtime type of vibe. I love the versatility. This could very well be a signature scent type of wear for you anytime, especially in the springtime. It's one that I'm reaching for sure this spring, Dior Homme Sport. Well, there you have it, guys. 7 fragrances that I plan to reach for and wear this spring. I could have added a few more, but I kept it to 7. I'll probably save some others for another video. What fragrances are you planning to wear this spring? Feel free to throw those in the comments section. I'd love to hear about them. Be sure to check out my social media for more. Please like and subscribe on whatever social media platform you're watching this on. That will be greatly appreciated. Once again, it's your boy Meech, aka the CI Saint. Until next time, take care. Peace.